In this lecture, now we are going to see the effective or RMS value. Effective value is also called as the RMS value. So what is RMS value? The effective or RMS value of AC current is equal to the DC current that is required to produce the same amount of heat as produced by the AC current, provided that resistance and time for which these current flows are the identical. So RMS value of any AC current is equal to the equivalent DC current. Okay, so if you want to find out the RMS value of AC current, which is the equivalent to the DC current, okay, or which is the DC current and which needs to flow through the same, and if you flow that DC current through the same circuit or through the same heater for the same amount of time, we generate the same heat as produced by the AC current. So that AC current and DC current, okay, do the same work, okay, and according to the energy, according to the power, those are the equivalent. So that AC current and that equivalent DC current produces the same amount of heat, okay, in a same time, which is called as the RMS value. Okay, so what is basically RMS current? RMS value of AC current is equal to the DC current. Okay, so RMS value is nothing but the DC current. Okay, and that DC current produces the same amount of heat which is produced by the AC current. So if there is a one heater, okay, and that heater is used to heat some water, okay, which is put into the water, okay, and we can produce the AC voltage as well as DC voltage to that heater. So first we are going to feed its AC voltage, which is suppose some voltage, okay. If there is some 200 volt you are feeding to that heater, and after feeding of 200 volt AC, that heater is drawing 10 ampere of AC current, okay, and due to that 10 ampere current flows through that heater gets heating or starts releasing the heat, and that due to that heat the water starts boiling, okay. If we keep this process for 1 hour, suppose that temperature becomes 80 degrees Celsius, okay, and now we change that AC voltage to DC voltage, and we fed some DC voltage which is equal to we can say that 150 volt, and again due to that 150 volt DC, the current flows through that heater is suppose 7.7 ampere, okay. So due to the flow of that 7.7 ampere for the same time, for the same amount of water, it gives the same amount of heat and it gives the same value of temperature in a 1 hour, then that 7.7 ampere of current is equivalent to 10 ampere of AC current. So in that case, in the both cases, so if you feed AC voltage of 200 volt and DC voltage of 150 volt, the work done is same. The water heated in 1 hour is equal, that is the 80 degrees Celsius. So work done, if the work done is same for AC as well as DC, then that DC current is equivalent to the 10 ampere AC current. That's why that 7.7 ampere DC current is called as the RMS value of AC current. So with the help of effective or RMS value, we can determine the equivalence, okay. So to determine the equivalence of AC current, or if you want to determine the equivalent DC current for given AC current, we can use the concept of effective or a RMS value, and value of RMS can be determined by 0.707 into Vm. So if we multiply 0.707 constant with Vm, we can get the RMS voltage, and if we multiply 0.707 with Im, it gives us the RMS current, okay. So Vrms is equal to 0.707 Vm and Irms is equal to 0.70 Im. So for each AC current there is equivalent DC current, okay. For each AC current there is a equivalent DC current, and that equivalent DC current is called as the RMS value, and those both values means AC current and that equivalent DC current can produce the same amount of heat in a same amount of time, okay, with the same appliance or same heater. That's why it is called as the RMS value or the RMS voltage or the RMS value. Okay, next one is the average value. The average value of AC quantity is defined as the average of all instantaneous values over a period of half cycle. So if you take average of all instantaneous quantities, okay, suppose there are the instantaneous quantities shown in figure. At time instant 1 there is instantaneous quantity I1, at time instant 2 there is instantaneous quantity I2, at time instant 3 there is instantaneous quantity I3, and at time instantaneous n there is instantaneous quantity In. So all, if you take average of all these instantaneous quantities from I1 to In over the half period of cycle, okay, that average is nothing but the average value of that AC quantity. So the average value of AC quantity is defined as the average of all instantaneous values from I1 to In, okay, which may be possible over a period of half cycle, gives us the average value of that quantity, and that can be determined by the voltage V average is equal to 0.637 into Vm. If we multiply 0.637 constant with Vm, it gives us the average value of voltage, and average value of current is 0.637 into Im. So all DC voltmeters and ammeters indicates the average value if it is measured. So with the help of DC voltmeter and ammeter, if you try to measure the AC voltage, it gives us the average value of AC voltage or AC current. Okay, so specifically there are different types of voltmeters for AC voltage and AC current, and different types of voltmeters for, or different types of meter for DC voltage and DC ammeters or DC currents. Okay, so we can see in the diagram the average is taken over only half period of cycle. We cannot take average over the full cycle, that is positive half cycle as well as identical negative half cycle, because each instantaneous value in the positive half cycle has a equal but opposite polarity value of instantaneous value. Okay, so for I1 there should be equal or same value of minus I1 on a negative half cycle. For I2 there is the same value of minus I2 on a negative half cycle. So if you take same amount of positive values and same amount of negative values and sum all of them, it gives us the zero result. So if you take average of all these instantaneous values of positive half cycle and all instantaneous values over the negative half cycle, gives us the zero results. That's why we can take average value of AC quantity over the period of half cycle only. So it may be a positive half cycle or it may be a negative half cycle. So average value is always taken over the period of half cycle. And what is the average value? It is the average of all instantaneous values which are possible over the period of half cycle, and it is given by the formula which is 0.637 into Vm or a 0.637 into Im. What is form factor? The form factor of AC quantity is defined as the ratio of its RMS value to the average value. So if you take RMS value of AC quantity divided by average value of AC quantity, it gives us the form factor. So what is RMS value? RMS value of AC quantity is equal to the DC quantity which is required to produce same amount of heat as produced by AC quantity, provided that time and circuit is identical. Okay, so RMS value is the DC value and which is the equivalent to AC value and which can produce the same amount of heat, or the work done for AC quantity and DC quantity is same in the RMS value. Okay, and if we divide that RMS value with the average value, it gives us the form factor. So Kf is equal to Vrms upon V average, which is equal to 0.707 Vm upon 0.637 Vm. RMS value is 0.707 Vm and average value is 0.637 into Im or a Vm. So Vm gets cancelled, 0.707, okay, upon 0.637 gives us the constant value which is equal to 1.11. Crest factor or a peak factor. Crest factor is also called as the peak factor. The crest factor is defined as the ratio of crest value or a peak value to the RMS value of AC quantity. Crest value is also called as the peak value. If you take crest value to the RMS value of AC quantity, which gives us the crest factor. So it is the simple ratio of peak value upon RMS value. Peak value is Vm, RMS value is 0.707 Vm. Vm gets cancelled, 1 upon 0.707 gives us the 1.411, which is the constant, and it is the unitless quantity. And crest factor is 1.414. How to determine the instantaneous value? Up to this point we have understand what is instantaneous value. Instantaneous value is the value of that quantity at a given particular instant of time. At time instant 1, instantaneous value is I1. At time instant 2, instantaneous value is I2, which is shown in figure. So at any given instant of time, the value of that quantity is called as the instantaneous value. So how to determine it? There are different formulas, these are some standard formulas with which we can determine the instantaneous value. So these formulas are V is equal to Vm sine of omega t. Omega is nothing but the 2 pi f. So V is equal to Vm sine of 2 pi f t. I is equal to Im sine of omega t. I is equal to Im sine of 2 pi f t. Formulas related to the AC circuit. Up to this point we have seen different basics or different basic terminologies about electrical circuit and their formulas. All these formulas are summarized over here. So one cycle constitute of 360 degree or a 2 pi radian. Frequency is nothing but the number of cycles completed in a 1 second, and notation is F, formula is 1 by T. Time period T is nothing but the time required to complete one cycle, okay, and T is equal to 1 by F. Peak voltage is the maximum voltage which is measured from reference axis to the peak value, positive peak, or a reference axis to the negative peak, and notation is Vm. Peak current is notation is Im. Angular velocity, angle covered by that AC quantity in a 1 second is nothing but the angular velocity. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. Peak to peak voltage, voltage measured between positive maximum positive level to the maximum negative level gives us the peak to peak voltage. VPP is equal to twice of Vm, and that peak to peak voltage is always twice of amplitude, twice of Vm. RMS voltage, Vrms is equal to 0.707 Vm. RMS current, IRMS is equal to 0.707 into Im. Average voltage, V average is equal to 0.637 into Vm. After that, average current, I average is equal to 0.637 into Im. Form factor, Kf is equal to 0.707 Vm upon 0.637 into Vm. Crest factor, Kp Vm upon 0.707 Vm. So these are some instantaneous voltage formulas. These are some standard formulas. We can use any of these formula in the next ECN lectures. So all these formulas are the instantaneous voltage formulas. V is equal to Vm sine of theta, V is equal to Vm sine of 2 pi f t, or at last V is equal to Vm cos of 2 pi f t minus theta. These are the 8 possible formulas for the instantaneous voltage. Similar, these are the 8 possible formulas for the instantaneous current. Okay, so with this we are going to stop here. So in this lecture we have studied effective or RMS value. RMS value is the equivalent DC value of AC current or AC voltage due to which the work done is same. So work done by AC current is same as the work done by DC current. That's why that DC current is called as the equivalent current or RMS value of that AC current. Average value is the average of all instantaneous values of over the period of half cycle. Ratio of RMS value to the average value gives us the form factor. Ratio of peak value to the RMS value gives us the crest factor, or which is also called as the peak factor. And these are some formula for instantaneous voltage and current, and these are the summarized formula till we have studied.